So, there is this certain character I've been thinking of redesigning for months, and now I finally have the motivation to do so. And her name is Majesty. Now, I'm not here to say her design is bad, but there are some elements that could use work. I'm just here to, design what I think she would look like if I was the character designer. So, without further ado, let's start. So, first of all, there are many parts of her design that I think need some work, like her tiara, her hair, and her skirts, and probably her shoes. Those are the real, like, bothering parts of her design that everybody talks about, especially her tiara. It looks so goofy. So, here's what I would do. I would make her skirt longer because she's a princess after all. I'll make the bottom layer of the skirt a different type of fabric and more flowy, like the one that Kyonobo has. I would make her hair longer than her pigtails because I don't know what went to the character designer's head making her pigtails longer than her hair. I would make her sleeves different, and then I'll make her gloves long, very long, like go up to her sleeves. So it would look like her sleeves are attached to her gloves, kind of like your prison. Then I would also give her an actual tiara. I would also change her shoes and make them more simple and get rid of her socks because they are not real socks. They don't cover her feet, they just stop at her ankle. And every time I look at them, they bother me because why? They look so wrong. Like, her design just looks unfinished. Very, very unfinished. Her design here that I made is kind of inspired by Kyonobu because Kyonobu actually has parts of her design that I like more than Majesty. For example, her hair is long, like not her pigtails. She doesn't have pigtails. She also has these drills, like under her ears, these hair drills, as opposed to Kyo Majesty's wavy hair. And her tiara is more like a bow because the gem is tiny, so it looks more like a wing bow on her head, which looks so much better because in Kyo Majesty's design is just on top of her head. Kyo Majesty's headpiece actually reminds me of the headpieces in Fresh Precure, but those ones are different because they had like hair behind them, so it made sense. So like it was on top of the hair. But with Kyo Majesty, it's not like there is no hair behind it; it's just on top of her head. You can really tell I hate her headpiece. So here I made it like a headband tiara hybrid thing. I gave her like this transparent fabric piece at the top part of her chest. I also, this is going to shock you, changed her earrings to match the gemstone on her tiara. Why? Because her tiara looked so like off on her design, like especially the color. There was no other blue part of her design, so I made one. I made many actually. Like, I put blue bows on her shoes to reference Kyonobo's blue bows on her boots. I also kept like the gemstones she has on her chest because I like those. I really like those. I just don't understand why there isn't like that much blue on her design. If they were going to put a big blue piece like that, most of the reason, like the major reason why I'm adding so much blue in this new design is because of her eyes. The purple is drowning her eye color so much. And as you can see here, the bottom layer of her skirt is looking very pink. So I altered it a bit later to make it like a purplish pink. And I also like saturated the purple on her stomach. Speaking of her stomach, I removed the hat and replaced it with a star because that makes much more sense than the hat. I don't know why the hat was added. Maybe like to match the hat on her head. I don't like it. I also made her tiara gold and added the wings on it to pay homage to her original design. And the stars at the bottom of her dress are no longer there because they don't need to be. They just added those there to make it look like the night sky, but since it has different fabric now, it doesn't need them. So here is the new Majesty design I came up with. I don't know if I made her better or worse. This is just my own preference and what I wanted to see with her design. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, consider liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next time. Whenever there is a next time. Goodbye.